going on, everybody? My name is Alyx and welcome back to a brand new Clash of Clans episode. Today we are just doing a war recap on the previous clan that we have faced called Polska. They are a level 6 clan, we are a level 4. So without further ado, guys, we're going to jump into this right now. I'll show you the first replay, which is a Gohowi from our number 7 named Big Boy. He is coming in right now with golems, wizards, and hogs, of course, and he is coming from the top right, as you can see, making a nice wide spread with his golems and his wizards to funnel in all the wall breakers coming in, as you can see. They're going to break through those first two layers, which is awesome. Those were some high-valued wall breakers coming in, and now his golems are working their way to the core, which is a good sign. That's what you want to do when you're using Gohowi. You want to get your golems and your tank units into the core as close in as possible, so that way they can tank and soak up all the damage from the surrounding defenses. So that way when you drop your hogs on the back end, they won't have any defenses firing on them. So here we go. I'm not sure why he didn't deploy poison on the CC troops, considering they were just witches and wizards, because the poison spell can just take it out no problem. But his heroes are coming in right now into the core, and now he is going to deploy his hogs on the bottom right, and they're going to take out these back end defenses and help support those heroes that are in, and also buy the hogs some time once they are moving through this base. Now there are quad Teslas on the town also. Of course you're going to want to deploy a heal for those hogs, or else they would just get demolished. So here we go. He is just deploying his last few hogs, and he has no more spells, so it's just a matter of trying to take out the rest of his defenses in time before his hogs all go down. And it looks like he has about 15 of them left, and there's only 3 defenses remaining, which is good. He should have this, and there were definitely a few bomb traps where he was just moving, but he definitely has enough hogs to take out all those defenses. So now it's just cleanup time from here. He is just going to be taking out the rest of these non-defensive buildings, and this is going to be a nice 3-star attack. So yeah, that's just one thing you want to take into consideration whenever using Gohowi. You want to get your tank units into the core first. That is the first step of the attack strategy, and then once they are in the core, then you go from the back end with your hogs. So very nice attack, Big Boy. We're going to move on to the next one here. This is coming in from our number 3 remix, taking on number 5 BRX. He is also doing another Gohowi, and then I have one more Gohowi after this, and then we're going to move on to a different attack strategy. So here we go. He is just dropping one hog to lure the CC, as you can see, and now he is coming from the bottom with his golems, using 2 golems and 28 hogs as well as the rest of his wizards. So right here he deployed all of his wizards to help take out those CC troops, because that level 4 dragon is going to do work on his golem if he doesn't get to it in time. Drops his heroes in, his queen's going to help take out that dragon. Also, he just deployed that jump spell, but see, I would have deployed that jump spell even a little farther in, because he would have been able to get into that core, and it would have been more high value if he could. As you can see, his heroes are going to take more time than they should have to get into the core, as well as his golems. And now he dropped his hogs already in one big group. They're going to work their way into the core right now, taking out more quad Teslas. So he's going to be dropping another heal to help them, help back them up and heal their themselves back up. And you see a couple of skeleton traps pop up. He's going to drop the poison and take them out, so that way they are not a threat, which was smart. That's kind of sometimes what you want to do in some cases whenever you're doing clan wars. Say if they have a dragon like they did or something, you want to save that poison just in case, especially if you're using hogs, which can't take out skeleton traps unless all defensive buildings are taken out. You want to save that poison to help them like keep alive. So here we go. He only has a couple more defenses left at the bottom. It's just those last 2 cannons, and then it's just cleanup time from here. But he's kind of running low on hogs. I think he only has like 3 left here, and he still has 26% to take out of the base with a minute left. It's going to be tough because he doesn't have as much firepower with his hogs, and he does have a couple wizards at the top, but it's going to come really close down to the wire because he doesn't have that many hogs. I think if he would have placed that jump in a little farther in, he would have had this 3-star, but unfortunately he's only going to be able to get the 98% because his wizards aren't going to be able to back up the only couple hogs that he has, and those hogs get taken out very easily. And then the wizards reroute and target the king, and that was it. So unfortunately he was only able to get 98%, but other than that, that was a great raid remix. Nice job. So we're coming on with TJ here, number 11, taking on their number 12 with one more Gohowi. and he's attacking a Town Hall 8. He's going to start from the bottom right, I believe. Yes, he has. He's going to be using 3 golems. No, yeah, no, he's going to be using 2 golems. I'm sorry. Oh my god. And here we go. He's all right. So he did a tight spread with his golems, as well as dropping a heal. I mean, a rage and a poison for that CC. Trying to take out that max level dragon because those are huge threats when it comes to golem attacks. And here we go. His heroes and his golems are starting to work their way in, which is awesome. His tank units are making a nice spread. He's dropping a couple more wall breakers to break through those inner compartments to get them as far in as possible. Remember, like I said, that's what you really want to do whenever you use Gohowi. You want to get your tank units in the center. And here we go. He's going to be dropping 4 hogs at a time on different parts of these defenses, so that way they can kind of be spread out and take defenses out in the outer layers, since his troops are in the inner layers, which is smart. I can understand what you're trying to do here. So here we go. He's dropping his heals very nicely as his hogs meet. And there we go. He still has 4 more hogs, and they just got dropped at the very north and top. And now it looks like it's just time for me to have an archer tower left, and that's pretty much it. So we're just going to fast forward right through this and finish up. Very nice attack, TJ. You still had a decent amount of hogs as well as wizards, and your queen was at full health, so definitely a good attack. Alrighty, so we're going to move on to the next one here. Coming from one of my boys, Eflow Rider. He is also a Town Hall 10 attacking a Town Hall 9. And he's going in with Mass Golems. Now, I've seen this base so many times when we do Clan Wars. This is a very powerful anti-2-star Town Hall 9 base. And you gotta watch out for this because you can really, really easily just get, your troops will easily just move around the base and not even go to the core, because if you look at that core, there's so many layers to get through to actually be in range of defenses and the Town Hall. And then he also has quad Teslas on the second inner layer. You'll see when they pop. So here he did a very nice job. He put 1 golem on one corner and then the other on the other corner. And this was to help create the funnel, so that way his other 3 golems would go right into the center. And he also brought 2 jumps to get through all those little compartments and to help target those defenses, which was very smart. I probably wouldn't have thought of thinking that, but that was very good deployment. Now that rage spell could have been deployed better. I can see what you were trying to do because you thought that your troops are going to be moving to that rage spell, but if you put it smack dab right in that core, you would have gotten way more value on that. But other than that, that was still good. So here we go. Now he's just trying to get his troops out of the core and to help back up the troops that are moving around the base. And which is perfect because on the very left side, as you can see, his last wizard just died, and his troops that were going to the core are moving back on the left side, which just worked out perfectly because he still has his golem and his wizards at the top right section, and now everything is just coming together. We're going to fast forward this because he still has like 3 golems left, as well as a P.E.K.K.A. and his queen and some wizards, and that was a very nice 3-star raid. So there we go, very nice attack for Eflow. And we're going to come in with one more attack from him, attacking their number 1 Molech, and he is also running Mass Golems. Now watch how as he deploys this, he's just using Golems and Wizards, and it's just like a straight line through this base. His whole line of fire just moves right through this base. He used 2 jumps on the same compartment, so that way his troops wouldn't like bunch up into a group. They would kind of just move as a line attack right through this base, and it worked out very well. As you can see, watch when they move through this core, they all just kind of come together. And as you can see at the very bottom right compartment, the longer compartment has no defenses whatsoever, and that is great because it's just one more section that you really don't have to worry about. So it's just really the core and then the outer compartment around it, which is filled with defenses. So it's smart to have a bunch of tank units to back your troops up as they're moving through the space. And as you can see, he still has all of his golems moving through. His queen right behind, taking out that archer tower while the rest of his golems take the heat of the fire. He's deploying a couple arch at the very right side, taking out those exterior buildings so that way they're out of the way and they won't be a problem later in the raid. He has some wizards on the very left side taking out those army camps. And now he has all of his tank units bunched up, taking the heat of the fire on these remaining 5 defenses. And he's going to be able to pick up a very nice 3-star. Watch, as you can see, his queen is just being backed up by all the golems. And this was just a very good attack when I was watching it live. Very well deployed, and all of his spells were deployed nicely. And here we go. He's just moving right through. Wizard's coming right through, and now it's just claim time for me. Now look how close this gets with the queen. The wizard tower just took out the queen. Now I feel like if the queen didn't take out that wizard tower, it wouldn't have been a 3-star because the wizard would have had to break through that compartment, and it was just going to be a close attack. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this war recap. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, fade, subscribe, do all this jazz for me. And if you guys want to see more recap videos like this one, definitely let me know in the comments below. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one and take care.